of sets. Now, before starting with the practice set 1.4, we should know these concepts. Fine. The first word, operation on sets. Now, in operation of sets, what we are going to see, intersection of two sets. Now, intersection of two sets is nothing but if we are considering two different sets, then if there is any common element between these two sets, then the set of all the common elements between two sets is called as an intersection, set of intersection of two sets. Now see, it is nothing but the common elements between the two sets. Now for example, I have taken A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, B 3, 4, 5, 6. Now here the common elements are what? 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5. So A intersection B is the set which is common between these two sets, is nothing but 3, 4 and 5. Now here are some properties. Fine. The properties of intersection of sets. Now see, first one is what? If A is subset of B, that means A is small set, B is larger set. So A is subset of B, then intersection of A and B will be A, the smaller one, the which is smaller one. So A intersection B is always A if and only if A is subset of B. Get it? Next, same thing. Now if A intersection B is B, this implies that B is the smaller one, isn't it? So I can say B is subset of A. B is subset of A. Get it? Now, third one. A intersection A dash. A dash means A complement. Fine. So there is no any common elements between the complement set and itself, isn't it? So A intersection A dash will always be an empty set. It is denoted by 5, isn't it? Now A intersection A is equal to what? A, because A, the element of A, all the elements of A will present in the A, isn't it? So in A intersection A, that means whenever I take an intersection of set with itself, it is nothing but again the same set. Fine. Then A intersection of empty set is always an empty. A intersection with empty set is always an empty. Now let us go further. Disjoint set. Now here we were talking about the common elements. Now few sets are like that in which there is no common elements. Then we call the two sets as disjoint sets. Disjoint sets. If the two sets don't have any common elements, then they are called disjoint set. Fine. Then union of two sets. The union of two sets means what? Union of two sets is one another set in which all the elements present in two sets are combined together without repetition. So union of two sets is a set which contains all the elements of both the sets without repetition of elements. For example, A 1, 2, 3, 4, B 3, 4, 5. So here 3 and 4 are repeated twice. That means both of the set have the two elements 3 and 4. Now A union B is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I will not write the repeated one. I will write the remaining, what, 5. So A union B is nothing but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fine. Now let us see the property of the union of sets. What is that? If A is subset of B, that means A is smaller one, B is bigger one. Fine. Then the union, fine. So A union B will be equal to B. That means the bigger set. That was not true for intersection. See here, for intersection, A is subset of B, then A intersection B was the smaller one, A. Here, A is subset of B, then A union B will be B, the larger one, getting? Then A intersection, sorry, A is always subset of A union B, and B is also a subset of A union B, getting? Third, A union A dash will become a universal set, U. Fine, A dash means what? Complement. Then fourth one, A union A, again it will become the same one, A. Fine. And the last property is what? A union empty set is always equal to an A. That was not true for that intersection. It was 5 in intersection. See, A intersection 5 was what? 5. Now this and this was same, isn't it? The last one is different. A union 5 is always A. You getting? Now let us see the next small concept. Okay, students. See the next concept. The number of elements in a set. Fine. Here I have taken two sets A and B. A has 3, 5, 9 and B has element 5, 7, 9, 11. So the number of element in A is what? 3. So I will write it over 3. Now number of elements in B is nothing but what? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 elements are there. Fine. So this is what number of elements in set A, and we represent it as what? N of A. Now the number of elements in union of sets. Now for that I have taken the help of Venn diagram. See here, I have taken two circles. This one is what? Set A. This one is set B. Right? Now see, why I have overlapped these two diagrams? Because there are common elements. And which are they? 5 and 9. 5 and 9 are common in both of the elements. So I have written like this. Now if I draw a full box, so I can call it as a what? Union. Union set, isn't it? Set U. Now what is intersection then? A intersection B. Now in last lecture we have seen A intersection B is nothing but what? The common element between these two. And what is that? 5, 9. So what will be number of A intersection B then? 2. Only 2 elements are there. 2. Similarly, what will be A union B? Now A union B is a set which will have all the elements present in A and as well as B without repetition. So I am going to write it as 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. Fine. 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. So this means. So how many elements are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So N of A union B is equal to what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. I got 5. Fine. Now see, just for your convenience, I am showing it. Number of A plus number of B. That means what? See it. N of A plus N of B is what? 3 plus 4 is equal to 7. I got N of A plus N of B as 7. But A union B, number of A union B is what? 5. Now, why this is less? Because there were two numbers which were repeating. So I have to subtract them, because whenever we are writing the union, we want neglect the repeated numbers, isn't it? So here number of A union B is equal to number of A plus number of B minus number of A intersection B. Get it? So this formula we will be using while solving the sums of practice set 3.3, practice set 1.4. Get it? So if you need, you can note it down. Now see, here we can identify N of A plus N of B is what? 7. Minus, what is number of intersection of A and B? That is 2. So 7 minus 2 is nothing but 5. Yes, number of A union B is equal to what? 5. This is what we have got over here, isn't it? So this formula is important formula. Kindly note it down. We will be using this formula in coming practice set. Fine. Thank you. Well, students, let us see the practice set 1.4. So here is our first question. They have given me, if N of A is equal to 15, that means number of elements in A is what? 15. N of A union B is what? 29. N of A intersection B is 7. Then what will be the value of N of B? Now for that, we know that n of A union B is equal to n of A plus n of B minus n of A intersection B. So we are going to use this formula, isn't it? So we have seen this formula in previous lecture. So we know this formula. And now here they have given me the value of this, they have given me the value of this, they have given me the value of this. Just only one unknown is there, so I can find this. For that, I will write all the values of this. This is nothing but 29 is equal to 15 plus, I don't know value of this, so I will write it as it is, minus A intersection B. What is A intersection B? That is 7. So 15 minus 7 is nothing but 8 plus n of B, 29. When I shift this 8 on the side, it will get subtracted. So 29 minus 8 is nothing but 21. Is equal to n of B. So this is what they have asked me, isn't it? Therefore, n of B is equal to 21 is my required answer. Ready? I hope you understood this. Now, let us take the next example, which is question number 5. Now, observe the Venn diagram and write the following. The question is like this. They have given me this Venn diagram. Fine. Now here, they asked me to write the set A. So, by observing this, I can write set A. In set A, it is x, y, z, m, n. So, x, y, z, m, n. So, this is my required set A. Getting? Why I have taken this? Because this whole comprises what set A. Fine. No doubt, m and n are are common between both the sets. Fine. Now, set B. How can I write set B now? I will write from m, n, just to common, then P, Q, and R. So this is my required set B. Then A union B, I need A union B. So A union B can be written from this as x, y, z, m, n. Now m and n are repeated again. So I'm not going to write these two numbers. After that, P, Q, R. So this is my required A union P. You get it? Now I need universal set. Universal set means all the elements. That means what? X, Y, Z, M, N, then P, Q, R. And two more letters are there here, S and T. S, T. So I got the value of what? Set union of A union set where all the elements are present. Now next, A complement. A complement is what? Now I will do, I will compare it with what union set. From union set, I will eliminate all these elements and will write down all the values. So x, y, z, m, n. Apart from this, I will write P, Q, R, S, T. So this is my A complement. A complement, that means what? When I consider a union set, I will write all the elements from union set, but eliminating the elements of A. You get it? Now same thing with B. So what I will do, I will compare U and B. From this, what I will do, I will eliminate all this. So x, y, z, I will eliminate this, and this. So this is my, I will eliminate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now S is remaining, T is also remaining. So this is my B dash. Fine. Now finally I need A union B's complement. So I will compare A union B with U. So I will eliminate all the elements which are present in A union B. So I have to eliminate x, y, z, m, n, p, q, r. Till here I will eliminate each and every numbers. After that s, t. So my required A union B's complement is nothing but s, t. Fine. Now, copy it down, student. We will see the next question now. Well, students, let us see the second question. In practice set 1.4. Now see, they have given me a word problem. In a hostel, there are 125 students, out of which 80 drinks tea, 60 drinks coffee, and 20 drinks both tea and coffee. Find the number of students who do not drink tea or coffee. Fine. Now here, in a hostel, there are total 125 students. So, number of union set. They have given me a number of union. Fine, union set. Sorry, universal set. Number of universal set is what? 125. You get it? That means there are 125 elements in union set. Now, they have given me the students out of which 80 drinks tea. So, I will write capital T for tea. Tea. The number of students drinking tea, N of tea, is what? 80. Fine. Then, number of students who drink coffee. There are total 60 students. Fine. Now, and 20 drinks both tea and coffee. That means 20 students are those students who take tea as well as coffee. So, I can write number of T intersection C. Intersection C. T intersection C means for tea as well as coffee. They drink both of them. Intersection. So, and it is nothing but the 20. Fine. Now here, I know the formula of what? Number of A union B. Simply I will write T union C. Fine. Number of T union C. And what is that? N of T plus N of C minus N of T intersection C. Fine. So we have seen this formula previous also. Fine. Now here, N of T, I know the value of N of T, that is what? 80 plus 60 minus 20. 80 plus 60 minus what? 20. So this will become what? 120. This will become 120. So number of T union C, that means the students which drink tea, coffee as well as both, total is what? 120. But they have given me in hostel there are 125 students. That means number of union seat is what? 125. So how many students are left? Only 5 students are left. That means these 5 students don't drink anything. That's why I will write it over here. So number of students who don't drink tea or coffee is equal to number of union set minus number of T union C. See, number of universal set minus number of T union C, and that is equal to 125 minus 120 is equal to 5. So I got 5 students who don't drink any tea as well as coffee. Fine. So copy it down, student. Fine, students. Let us see the next example. Question number 4 of practice set 1.4. What they have given me, a survey was conducted to know the hobbies of 220 students of class 9th standard. Now, out of which 130 students said that they have rock climbing hobby. Fine. 180 have told us that they have sky watching hobby. Fine. There are 110 students who follows both the hobbies. Fine. Now, the question is that how many of them do not have any of the hobbies? Second, how many of them have only rock climbing hobby, and how many of them have only sky watching hobbies? Now, for that, first we will start as the How many students were asked questions in the survey? 220. So n of universal set is nothing but 220. So total 220 students were asked the questions. Fine. Now next is what? Rock climbing hobby. So I will write number of R, rock climbing. And how many students are there? 130. Now next what I will say? Sky watching. So I will write NFS for sky watching. And that is what? 180. Now here 110 students are like that who follows both the hobbies. Now both the hobbies means what? They are common in between these two. Now common means what? Number of R intersection S is what? 110. So till now I got this. Now I will use that formula of number of R union S. That is what? Number of R plus number of S minus number of R intersection S. And I have all these values. So I will write it as what? Number of R is what? 130 plus 180 minus 110. Fine. So this will become what? 200. So n of R union S is what? 200. That means I have 200 students, those who have hobbies, but I have conducted a survey of 220 students. That means number of universal set was 220. So there are 20 students who don't follow any kind of habit. So number of students without any hobby is equal to 220 minus 200, 20 students. So I got 20 students who don't follow any kind of hobbies. Now the second question, how many of them have only rock climbing hobby? So for only rock climbing hobbies, students with only rock climbing hobby is equal to, what I will do? First, number of rock climbing hobbies minus number of intersection of rock climbing and what? Sky watching. So 130 minus 110 is equal to 20. So there are 20 students who have only rock climbing hobbies. Similarly, number of students with only sky watching hobby, that is equal to n of s minus n of r intersection s. Sorry, what is n of s? That is 180 minus 110. I got it as what? 70. So there are only 70 students who have only sky watching hobby. You ready? So finally I got what? Without any hobby, 20 students. Only rock climbing hobbies, 20 students. And only sky watching hobbies is what? 70 students. Fine students, I hope you are enjoying my lectures. Fine. If you're liking my videos, please give a like and subscribe to my channel, so that also press the bell icon, so that whenever I post a new videos, you will get an alert. Fine. Thank you very much, students.